To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on it?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up.
That's good.
You wouldn't know we're 105.
You're 105.
Do you know what? There's only one word for that. Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you?
In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowcoat. Come on, I'm coming. You couldn't run the length to yourself.
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
The Warrington Irish Club. Friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and crown green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club. Give Frank a call on 01925 243 363.
Mulligan's Funeral and Monumental Services are a family-owned funeral service first established by the late Brian Mulligan in 1996. We provide funeral homes in Gorton, Manchester and Reddish, Stockport, and we pride ourselves on giving a friendly and professional service to all the families who use our service. Contact us on 0161 432 0809.
Hello and welcome to the show. This week we're coming to you from Broughton Park in Manchester. We are here celebrating the GAA Northern Games 2-day event. The first day there was a wide variety of schools from all around the country taking part, and on the second day we saw the clubs from all over the country again coming together to play Gaelic football. It's been a huge event here in Manchester, keeping our Irish heritage alive. Sean, many congratulations on the GAA Northern Games. A huge success yesterday and today.
Thanks, Martin. It's been a great day. Yesterday we had 24 school teams. Teachers, the kids were absolutely brilliant. They were, some of them, it was their first medal they ever got. They were delighted.
Now, we had children from all over the country and certainly all over the north of England yesterday and again here today.
Well, the Scottish team set off at 5 o'clock this morning, and when I opened the gate at 8 o'clock, they were just arriving. Teams from Leeds, Huddersfield, Liverpool, and naturally there's quite a lot from Manchester, and there's some of the Birmingham teams here as well.
Ciaran, my goodness, the atmosphere is electric here today.
Oh, Martin, it's incredible, isn't it? Like, the crowds are amazing. Wonderful to see so much support out here for the Gaelic games. And yeah, really, they're really getting into it. There's certainly a lot of noise there in the background.
Feels like Croke Park here today.
It almost does. Yeah, well, certainly when you're seeing the standard of play on the pitch, you could think you were in Croke Park. Yeah, I'm very impressed.
What a special day for the children.
It is a really special day for the children, but most importantly, I think it's great to see them playing Gaelic, that the support that the game has here, and it continues to grow. I mean, that's the future of the game. You need to have people in young playing it. So to see so many people involved is just wonderful, yeah.
It's great to see Andy Burnham here supporting the games again this year.
No, really wonderful to see him here. I think he's really committed to supporting the GAA. He was here last year, of course, as well. He's a real interest in the game as well, I think. And wonderful to see him out with the hurl this time as well. They had him kicking a ball last year, but they had him testing his hurling skills. So apparently he was a cricket player. So there's some overlap in terms of the skills required.
Andy, you're becoming quite a dab hand at these Gaelic games.
I'm a regular now, and I tried the other one last year, and now a bit of hurling. So yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah, absolutely. What a lovely day here for the community. So many children here yesterday and adults and families today.
Do they call it the luck of the Irish to get 2 days like this in consecutive years in Manchester? You're doing something right. Somebody's looking down on you and shining on these games. But it's fantastic, honestly. It's brilliant for us to host this, and it's why I'm here to show my support. It's a good distraction from me from Everton tomorrow. You know, we're a bit nervous, particularly without having the great Seamus Coleman in the team. But it's nice to be here and do something nice before all of that tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, I think you'll be okay tomorrow, but yeah.
I hope so. But you know, it's a big one because obviously we've got such Irish connections at Everton, and my family came over from Ireland with some of the very earliest supporters of Everton Football Club, and it's all bound up with that. And you know, in my life, they've never not been out of the top division, so it's a nerve-wracking day ahead. But hopefully, we'll pull through.
We know that you went across the sea since we last saw you, and you had quite a time over there for a weekend in Ireland.
We did, so that was last year with the Mayor of Liverpool, so the two cities went over together because the northwest of England has such bonds, doesn't it? Unbreakable bonds with Ireland, north and south, so it was brilliant to go over, and we got the full green carpet, which was fantastic of the Irish government to do that. But you know, we can have a different relationship with Ireland here in the northwest than perhaps kind of Westminster does, and we can kind of, if you like, bring everybody a bit closer together. So Steve and I are really committed to building our relationship with Ireland.
Thank you so much for being here today and supporting the GAA Gaelic Games.
Well, I'll always be here, and I know there are plans here to develop the facilities, and I know there's investment potentially coming from the GAA in Ireland, from Croke Park. And I think that's a wonderful story, actually, that investment is coming over to improve facilities here in this community, but also to develop the game here, because as you can see, there's huge interest. And I'm fascinated as to how many players have come from Gaelic football to play for Manchester United and Everton, and it's a really rich history, and I think it will be brilliant to have a base for the sport right here in the heart of Manchester.
Ronan, tell me a little bit about your work here at the Lancashire GAA.
Yeah, so I'm a CDA, a Community Development Administrator for Lancashire GAA for the past year, so I would be going around coaching schools and then I suppose organising competitions for all the age groups throughout the county and trying to promote the game as best I can and start new initiatives within the county to, I suppose, get Gaelic football off the ground and hurling off the ground. We would have been in, I think it's 18 schools since last January, and nearly all those schools were here yesterday. So we had a big numbers here yesterday, 24 schools, or 24 teams from schools here yesterday, and it was huge numbers. So we've been there since January in schools, doing 4-week programs, doing taster sessions with schools, introducing the game to them, because most kids don't know what Gaelic football or hurling is, so you're trying to introduce the game to them, and it's just kind of getting a flair for the game. And then yesterday they got to play the sport, a lot of them for the very first time, so they kind of got a feel for the sport, and they all seem to really enjoy it. So get great reaction in schools as well, even though it's I suppose a sport alien to a lot of kids, but it sells well and the kids love it in school, and they're really interested in it.
Ronan, I know next weekend is a big weekend for you and the Lancashire hurling team.
Yeah, huge weekend. Yeah, we're in the Lorimar Cup final against Monaghan next Saturday in Croke Park at 1 o'clock. It's a huge day, I suppose, for Lancashire GAA. We've been training fairly hard for the last few months, really looking forward to it. We had a kind of we thought we might be knocked out last weekend, and we were 12 points down in our last game, came back.
Gemma, tell me a little bit about the GAA Gaelic football being played at St Hugh's in Temple.
So for the past half term we've had Ronan coming in, running the after school club, and we've got children from years 5 and 6 playing down here today, representing St Hugh's.
How difficult is it to get the children to play Gaelic football? Because of course soccer and all other sports, rugby is in competition.
So this was only open to the years 5 and 6. We've got quite a lot lower down the school who already play at weekends, who play for St Lawrence's. But unfortunately they're not here today. The ones who've been at the after school club have really enjoyed it, and quite a few have already expressed an interest in coming down on Saturday. Well, they've only actually had 3 sessions with Ronan before today, so they've only had 3 hours with him after school. So they've done really well. You've been able to see him on the field at lunchtimes practicing between the teams quite a lot. It's been great.
Ronan's done a lot of work in all the schools around Lancashire.
He has showed that 26 different teams here today, which is amazing really, seeing as he's only been this half term he's been at it.
So your children are out there and they're livening up and they're getting ready for a lovely day here with all the school.
Yeah, the sun's coming shining for us, so hopefully it'll be a good day.
Ciaran, you're the busiest man here today.
I would argue probably that Sean Hopkins might be a wee bit busier, but look, from the perspective of being here and enjoying the day, it's a wonderful occasion to see so many children from across the northwest playing games or Gaelic games here in Manchester.
And the excitement when you were presenting the medals and the cups there was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's for me, and I know the association has a big task in making sure that every child enjoys themselves and gets fun from their participation, and you could see it today that every child that played enjoyed the moment that they had and enjoyed getting their medal at the end, which was lovely to see.
Oh, it meant so much to them, and the mums and dads were all here as well filming it, and it was such an electric atmosphere.
And look, that is what Gaelic games, especially maybe in Ireland, we take it for granted to a large extent, but outside of Ireland you need families, you need mummies and daddies and grannies and grandads taking children to play their games, to watch them, to encourage them, and you could see that in spades today because there were so many parents here, and it was lovely to see that.
Fair play to you coming all the way over from the Ulster Council to support these games here in Manchester. Well done to you.
Yeah, well look, the Ulster Council are twinned with Britain anyway, so it's probably something that we try to expand on as much as we can and strengthen as much as we can. And this year actually we have 2 referees over. I'm over myself representing the council, and we also have a team coming for the first time playing here this afternoon now. For us it's a first step, but it's a step that's important because it's actually a cross-denomination team. It's a team made up of boys from across the Catholic Protestant divide, and that's really important from Cavan for the first time. So we're really enthused about being able to support the games and bring that opportunity to those children as well.
This will encourage other clubs to take children and their football back home as well.
Absolutely, and look, when you get this opportunity to come away and play, and that's what those kids are doing, that for them will be a lifetime memory, number one, but obviously the friendships they make in the GAA, those are with them for the rest of their lives, and that is as important as playing the games.
Back home, of course, we've had a new structure this year. It's a lot more games for all the county teams this year.
Yeah, and I mean, some people would argue that we're playing 24 games to lose 4 teams. I would argue strongly against that because we have 24 we have all the games that we're playing are competitive games because everybody can get through to the end. And if you ask the players, they want to be playing games anyway. So hopefully the structure is going to settle down. This year will get its chance. It will be very interesting to see how it ends up in terms of quarter-final pairings. But certainly for now, with the first round played, second round starting, it's all to play for.
It's wide open.
I would agree with you. I do think that obviously Kerry getting beat last week, and Mayo have made a statement, Galway beating Tyrone. As a Tyrone man, I hope we can bounce back as well.
Niamh, who have you been playing for today?
I've been playing for John Mitchell's from Birmingham.
It looks as though you've had a wonderful day.
Yeah, we won the under-14 championship.
And that's a beautiful cup you're taking back to Birmingham.
Yeah, it is.
Many congratulations to Niamh and all the other children and football teams that's taken part here today. Go and take a little break and we'll see you in a few minutes.
To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on it?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up.
That's good.
You wouldn't know we're 105.
Between us. Do you know what? There's only one word for that. Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you?
In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowcoat. Come on, I'm coming. You couldn't run the leg to yourself.
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at Ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
The Warrington Irish Club, a friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and crown green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club. Give Frank a call on 01925 243 363.
Mulligan's Funeral and Monumental Services are a family-owned funeral service first established by the late Brian Mulligan in 1996. We provide funeral homes in Gorton, Manchester and Reddish, Stockport, and we pride ourselves on giving a friendly and professional service to all the families who use our service. Contact us on 0161 432 0809.
Welcome back. What a beautiful weekend it's been here. The sun is shining, the football is in full flow, and Patrick from Irish Community Care has joined us now, and you've been here as well with all your team all day, Patrick.
Yeah, it's great for Irish Community Care to be here, to be part of this as one of the chosen charities for the day. It's great to see so many young people ensuring that the Irish community is safeguarded for the next generation.
Great to see you, Patrick, and we'll go and enjoy the football now.
Thank you, Martin.
Once again, a very warm welcome to Broughton Park.
Last year you made a big impression and a big start, but this year I have to say the crowds of people who was here really enjoying the fun and the enjoyment and of course the football. It's fantastic to see.
Well, the boys and girls here, there's been a high standard of football today from all ages, under 7s all the way to under 17s. You can see the progress being made in the clubs, the coaching and the support network, and with the CDAs especially as well. You know, everything is going very well.
It was great to see, and it was great to see so many young children there going up for the medals. So they really enjoyed it.
Oh, it's just fabulous just to see the smile on their face. Just everyone gets a medal here today. It's all about taking part. It's a great community event, and we're just delighted how well it's gone so far.
When I started my role last August, trying to get into schools, we wouldn't have any contacts. We were kind of starting from scratch, trying to get into schools. So we would be depending on somebody has a parent of a child, introduces to the school, talks to a teacher. There might be a teacher in the school that has played before, and trying to kind of get any little contact at all. That's your kind of way into the school, and that's really how most of the schools came about, having Gaelic football and hurling in schools. So it's been good so far, and we've got good numbers. We've actually had to set up a waiting list in the last few weeks as well for schools, because we've that many schools wanting Gaelic football. So hopefully we can increase it. We've taken on a couple of part-time coaches as well, just in the background to kind of help schools as well prepare for the Northern Games. So it's been going well, yeah. We had schools from Liverpool, we had schools from Warrington, we had schools from North Manchester, South Manchester, we had schools from Scotland here yesterday, 3 schools from Scotland. So we had huge numbers, and they all kind of really bought into it. A lot of teachers actually were asking afterwards about courses to learn more about Gaelic football, to, I suppose, they all got quite competitive on the day, and when they're competing against other schools, they were, I suppose, they got a real flavour for it as the day went on.
Conor, tell me a little bit about the school you're representing today.
We're representing St Monica's in Appleton, Roman Catholic Primary School. We started running a Gaelic football programme for them there this term. So they're all fairly new to the sport. Some of them currently play with our club Ushings. And this is their first taste of Gaelic football, so we're hoping they all enjoy it.
What a glorious day down here at Broughton Park as well, and so many schools here.
It's fantastic, Martin, and such a great setup. We've attended a couple of these tournaments at club level, so to see so many schools playing our traditional sport here is fantastic. St Monica is very supportive. We've quite a few second generation kids in the school, and they were very open to the offer when it came to help out with some PE, and the kids have thoroughly enjoyed it so far.
And you've got a great group of children here today.
Oh, fantastic. We have 2 teams down in the Year 5 age group, which is great to see. And they've really puckered up quite a bit, and as I say, really enjoying it. So we're looking forward to today. We run a club in Warrington, Ushings, and we train the kids from ages under 7 to under 11 every Wednesday from 6 to 7 throughout the summer. If anybody needs any information regarding that, you can get in touch with the club and reach out to me, and we'll get the kids down.
It's an absolute privilege to be here today. I'm delighted to see what's going on as well, and to hear about the plans as well that the GAA Lancashire have for the grounds here. We'll hopefully see within the next year some top class facilities. They're working hard, I know, with Manchester City Council and with Croke Park to get some investment in to upgrade the pitches here, so that'll be wonderful to see. What I've been hearing is it will mean that we'll have the best pitch in the country here in Manchester, and the opportunity to host teams from Ireland, from all across the UK here in Manchester will be a wonderful facility to have and an opportunity.
The trophies, the cups you were presenting was beautiful.
Yeah, we got support in the community from some of the local sponsors, and we'd just like to thank all the sponsors again, because without your help, events like this wouldn't happen. We've got a great army of volunteers. We've been here since Wednesday morning to late in the evening, and just special thanks to about 30-40 people out there who've done a great job.
And then for Tyrconnell Harps, we have Rachel, Erin, Caitlin the captain, Kiefer, Ola, Riley.
Alan, these games are becoming a norm for you now.
Well, it's great to be here again, Martin, and as we know, it's just getting bigger and better. Sean Hopkins and all the team are doing an amazing job. I was involved last year, as you know, and this year I'm delighted to be engaged again and looking forward to the finals. I know that the schools were involved over the weekend, which you've been covering, and today, well, it's just a cream on the cake. So it's a brilliant, brilliant weekend, and again, it's just getting bigger and better, and an honour to be involved.
Well, yes, absolutely. And, you know, it's so good for the children. You know, they all know about the Voice of Old Trafford. Lots of the mums and dads go to Old Trafford. But to actually receive a medal or to have them introduced by you means so much to them.
Well, I think as we all know, when we look back at our own childhood, it's all about memories and fond memories. And I remember once meeting a Manchester United player back in the day. I know I'm not a player, but at the same time, when we're bringing out the teams who are playing in the final, I'll be announcing who they are. You know, it might be St Brendan's, it might be St Peter's, whoever. It might be O'Sheens, Martin. And then, you know, I do the team read of the young children who are playing. So, you know, it's a bit of a memory for them, and hopefully they'll remember that when they get older and think, actually, you know what, back then, it was brilliant. They might not appreciate it now, but back then, wow, I had my name read out by the Voice of Old Trafford. Are we ready for the first of our finals in the under-16s for the girls? Make some noise!
You never know. Some player here today might just play for United one day because our Irish players are disappearing from Old Trafford.
Well, they are. You know, back in the day, obviously, you had the players from Ireland, you had the players from Scotland, Wales. They made up the sort of nucleus. Obviously, you look at your George Best and even up to sort of Dennis Irwin and John O'Shea. But as you say, yeah, it is declining. But, you know, there's a young lad called Evan Ferguson who's at Brighton, and I'd love it if Manchester United signed him. So there are still some special little players there, Martin, but maybe perhaps, as you say, not as many. But, you know, we keep looking and we keep our fingers crossed. India Cosgrove, Holly Ross, Elliot Johnston, Ava McFade.
We all know you don't get anything without dedication, and I always admire you by the amount of dedication you put in to announcing the teams with all the different types of names we have from all over Europe now.
Yeah, it's certainly different and changed since the early days, Martin. You are right. You know, when I look back at the team sheet from the very first game that I ever did, Manchester United versus Newcastle, you know, nowadays we're a global sort of brand, if you like, and the names don't get any easier. But as you say, you know, that's all part of the research during the week. You know, I always look at whether it's match of the day the weekend before, look at the team that we're playing and how it's pronounced. But I always ask the backroom staff on the day. You know, I'll speak to somebody behind the scenes and I'll say, how do you say it? Because it's out of respect to the player. And, you know, you want to get it right. And it's like these young children today here at the GAA Northern Sports event, the games. I want to get it right for them.
Somebody must have had the Child of Prague out last night. Yeah, it's fabulous. Fantastic weather. You don't see much of this in Manchester, but the sun is always shining on the GAA.
Now, I noticed you're very busy there because everybody wants to come up and have photographs and speak to you.
Right, isn't that wonderful? Yeah, I'm delighted to be able to be here and enjoying the attention and being able to confirm, I suppose, Irish government support as well for the games that are happening here today. Yeah.
Great to see you here today, Sarah.
Thanks so much, Martin.
Alan, it's great to speak to you and lovely to see a smile on your face on this beautiful sunny day here in Manchester.
It's absolutely wonderful. I can always manage the name and welcome Martin Logan.
And Sean, you had quite a few VIPs here joining you today.
Yes, we've had Ciaran McLaughlin, the Ulster President, Noel O'Sullivan, a British President, and Sarah Mangan, who's been a massive help to us, with Karina O'Brien from the Irish Consulate. Probably one of the best things that's happened in Manchester recently, that we've got a consulate. Just the way they're able to network across the Northwest is a massive help to organisations like ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely, and of course you had Andy Burnham here playing a bit of hurling as well.
Yes, last year we had Andy playing a bit of football. This year it was a bit of hurling. He was there with the slither, and to be fair, first time he did pretty well.
Well, look at Sean, congratulations. A big, huge success yesterday and today. Well done to you and to everybody involved.
And thanks especially to all the travelling teams, the travelling volunteers, and especially to all our friends in Ireland.
Well, you've heard it from the man that counts, Sean Hopkins. He's worked so hard to get these GAA Northern Games up and running. We hope you've enjoyed the sport at home. We'll be back with you next Thursday evening at 7:30 with the Irish in the UK. And just before us at 7 o'clock, Henry McGlade will be joining us from County Mayo. Until then, from Sean and myself, Slán.